Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So, the question: would I deal with a broke woman financially? Would I deal with a broke woman financially? And the answer is, it depends. If she humble and broke, but like she can't be not doing absolutely nothing. If she not doing nothing, I'm not dealing with her, because what happens is guys tend to think that they're gonna make an honest woman out of her by taking care of her, and you actually not. You're gonna cause her to be entitled. And over time, if anything switch and you came in taking care of a woman, then she's gonna resent you for anything that she ends up losing. So let's say you're a businessman and you get with a woman, you say, well, you can stay at home with the kids, this, that, and the other, right? And then your business break bad, and now y'all losing cars and stuff, and she embarrassed and this, that, and the other. Some women can't bounce back from that. And I would, from my own experience, I would tell you guys not to do that, because that doesn't guarantee you anything but regret when she turned against you. See? So I would say that any woman that I deal with moving forward, she gonna have to be doing something. I wouldn't care if she worked part-time, her own job, and then was helping me with my stuff. But she gotta have some type of motion of her own. Instead of just relying on me to do everything, because it's like, I'm gonna tell you how it be. Like, when you try to do that, right? I'm gonna give you the bad side of what men do. When you try to do that and she stopped doing what you want to do, it's gonna make you like, you gonna lose some of your ambition. You gonna be like, your attitude is gonna be, well, it don't matter anyways, because you're gonna be looking at it like, once you start to gain wisdom, you're gonna start to look at it like, man, I've been a simp and a sucker. So it just depends on what, cause I'm not having, I have one for a time, but I'm not having one for the whole time. I'm just not, man, because when you have one woman, like, you ain't even keeping her on her toes, man. Like she not gonna even be on her toes. Like, she gonna just be like, well, I got them right where I want them. Now, I believe in the ones that do right by you, you do right by them, but you just be honest with them. You tell them the truth, like, hey, I'm polygynous. Like, you can get with it if that's what you want to do. These other dudes ain't gonna treat you better than me, so you can go out there and get cheated on by default, or you can come over here and know what I'm doing. See, that's a woman's best chance at getting married, especially once they start getting up in years, is to find them a polygynist man and just get with his program and work together with him, than to be 40s, 50s, 60s thinking that you gonna find your person. You better off than thinking that. You better off saying, you know what? I'm just finna have fun. I ain't even finna try to be in no relationship. Because if you think these dudes gonna stick to only you, y'all don't like that anyway. Y'all like dudes that can get women. Y'all don't like dudes that give up all their women. I mean, I'm telling you, listen, I got treated better when it was chaos, and it was chicks talking about they don't know if they baby is mine, like before the marriage, just before the marriage stuff. Then when all of that stuff stopped during the marriage, completely faithful during the marriage, arguing practically consistently, always something, always upset about something. That's how it be. That's how it be. So going forward, man, like, and then with this whole divorce thing, when you got a woman that ain't really making no money, you don't know how they gonna look at that. So if you say, well, I'm gonna get married one day, then you better get you one that got some type of inheritance or they got money like that, because the judge might be completely sympathetic. I just don't know. You don't know. You setting yourself up for failure thinking these women gonna do right because they stay at home. Look at the stay-at-home mom infidelity rates. What was it? Was it like 35% had a physical affair, and like 65-70% had an emotional affair? Look at it. When y'all see it, just give me, if I'm off on the percentage, just give me the right percentage. But I'm guessing, just trying to remember, that it's 35% physical, 35 or 45. And it's like 70% emotional affairs. So let me try to pull up something that Dr. BOA said. Hold on. All right, y'all. So this is what Dr. BOA said. In my opinion, two of the guys that I'm gonna play with, they said, are two of the better, like far as game and knowing how to move. These is two of the better guys, I would say, on YouTube. You don't see neither one of these guys kissing up to dudes that hate black people, or you don't see them kissing up to white people. They deal with them, but they don't kiss up to them. And I respect that as well. Hold on one. Let me see. Let's see if I can get it on there. Wait, hold on, y'all. I don't know why this keep, like, every time I get out of the car, it transfer to my headphone without me doing it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta watch too. I be driving with I'm so cold with this drive. I be driving with my knuckles. Hold on.
Date a woman that was broke.
This is possible. Never in life. I need something that is already on the move, already up there.
Organic.
She got to have something. Now, just like the women, she got to have ambition at least, you know, and I got to see that in her. And if I do, we could work with it. But she broke and she's struggling, get the away from me. I don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You a curse. They say that in like 48 Laws of Power. Stay away from the bad luck and the broke age. Hell no. And a woman, she liable to do anything, sir. You know, when you're a person of success and you groomed yourself to be this type of person, that's the most dangerous thing, is a woman that's desperate and broke. She'll try and do anything, especially you don't cater to her. You know, you come with all type of accusations if you don't do what she want. Nah, you gotta have some skin in the game to mess with me. You know, it ain't about what you bringing to the table, it's about what you bringing to my table. And I like steak, you know, grass fed. I heard that's kind of bad for you from what I just heard, so I might gotta switch that up.
You might have to go to Wagyu.
I might gotta go to Wagyu.
I gotta pause it just in case. Hey, y'all know it's fair use, man.
Still like a good lamb, you know what I'm saying? So
Lamb chops.
I love a lamb chop,
Same.
marinated, you know what I'm saying? I like that for that.
And that's the reason, man, you can't deal with a broke broad. You know, a broke broad wants you to do shit for her that she can't do for herself. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to provide a life for her that she can't provide for herself. And the thing is, man, most broke people, man, they live in desperation. And desperation is a terrible situation, man. They'll have somebody to do anything, man, to benefit themselves, man, no matter who they got to cut corners on, man. And ain't now one of these broad finna cut corners on me, man. So if she ain't getting no paper, she can't give me no paper. She can't.
Hold on.
Paper, she can't give me no paper. She can't point me to no paper. Hey, man, she got to dissipate like the vapors, baby. That's real.
Date a woman that was broke.
It's impossible. Never
That's
in
good
life.
stuff. Shout out to Dr. BOA and Mr. Organic. They agree with each other. And a lot of other guys agree with them as well. Like, nowadays, it seems like the brokest dudes, them the ones that be the simps. But it's not all of them. Some dudes be broke, but they be waking up because they humble enough to listen to people just giving them the game. So, you know, they gonna rise up. They gonna rise up. Should nobody, at this point, it shouldn't be no dudes living in no woman's house and y'all know not to move them in your house. You shouldn't be living with them. They shouldn't be living with you. You don't need if she can't be your girl, your concubine without living with you, then she can't be. You know. So, but don't be the type of dude that this the man's strength. The man's strength is you willing to give women a chance, but you still willing to dump them and not connect yourself to the bad ones, which is what King Dre was talking about, what I'm about to play. King Dre, hold on one second. He was talking about exes, and you know, sometimes exes tend to try to circle back. You know, like Tia tried to do with Corey. Now that he got that 75 million, but before he had the 75 million, she was graduating from him, all this other weird stuff.
It's
Wait, hold on.
impossible. Never in life. I need something that is already on the move, already up.
Hold on. Let's go to the other one. King Dre, check this out.
I have way too much pride to be like, let somebody think they can go off and then try to come fuck with me again, bro. I don't operate in my ego. I still do have a healthy ego, and that part takes over when it comes to stuff like that. Like, my ego really wouldn't even allow me to entertain somebody who kind of walked away from me. Y'all be talking about chicks who cheated. I would never like even entertain somebody who cheated on me, bro, or who hurt me. I love myself way too much for that. I'm not finna let nobody play with me because I know my value and I know the type of man that I am. You understand? And I understand the type of value that I bring, not only to the world, but to a relationship. God told me to protect that and value that, and I do. And I'm not pouring, I'm not giving myself to nobody who didn't appreciate it, didn't want it, can't handle it. Because when you do stuff like that, you show God that that's what you want. You show the universe that that's what you want. When you entertain your exes and all that shit, that's what you gonna get. You showing God, hey, this is what I like, a headache.
Hear that, Corey?
Start getting a headache. It's like the red car theory. Once you notice the red car and you see the red car and you say something about the red car, you're gonna keep seeing the red car. When you entertain women who do you dirty, you're gonna keep getting women who do you dirty. If a woman flake on you and you forgive her, guess what's gonna keep happening to you? You're gonna keep getting flaked on, because that's what you showing the world what you want. I have way too much pride to be
hold on. So, King Dre, shout out to King Dre, man. King Dre, look, y'all know what I noticed? Like, the dudes that are aware of the Most High and have a consciousness and relationship with the Most High be having the most game, because one thing about the Most High is he will share the infinite wisdom that he has with a man. I'm telling you, y'all think this stuff that I say just come from me? A lot of stuff I done got from, like for instance, the whole thing where I talk about men marrying women that already been married. Who you think showed me that? And then other dudes in this space confirmed it. Shout out to them. Like, look, I don't even try to be like I'm the only one that got it. That's why I'll play somebody clips in a heartbeat. What tends to happen is a woman just start disregarding you and disrespecting you when you down. That's kind of what happened on Acrimony. And then when you get up, you know, when a woman recognize your potential or recognize that I got something with him, I'm gonna stick to him. Now here come them old ones. And even the movies, even like the 80s movie. Remember Teen Wolf, the first one? How the one chick, Booth, only liked it to Teen Wolf because he was a star basketball player and he was popular. But Styles liked it him, right? So when he finally noticed, I think that was her name. When he finally noticed, then it's like he finally noticed, and at the end, he moved her out the way and went to the one that he should have been with to begin with, man. That's how it be, man. And that's what King Dre was talking about, how he wouldn't even entertain his ex because he's got too much ego for that. That's how I am, man. I think that's disgusting. If, like, let's say you dealt with a woman that wasn't or claimed or wasn't really messing with nobody or didn't mess with nobody. Either you was her first or second or third. And now all of a sudden she leave you and she out there going buck wild and you gonna go back to her? No. For one, biblically you can't. For two, it's like, well, at least when she marries somebody, you can't. But you also like it applies to certain situations. It's deep. But, and she probably is too, but who keeping score? You don't let them circle back. They're not going to smell the same. They're not going to feel the same. They're not going to act the same. Like, you don't let somebody that you was with circle back. That I can see certain situations, like if you dogged them and they never got over you and you finally realized, it's certain situations. But I can't see you getting dissed by a chick because she's saying you was broke, or she trying to treat you. You know how at work when people think you ain't got nothing, or they don't like how your shoes, or they don't like the way you dress, how they try to do you sometimes nowadays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So she was doing you like that, and then you come up and now here she come. No. Especially if any of your suffering she contributed to, no. So that's how I'm moving forward, man. Like, they could work at McDonald's. If they truthful and loyal and submissive and have my best interest in heart, then I might give them a chance. But you still, like he said, you got to be, like Mr. Organic was saying, you got to be careful with them type. They liable to do anything. You see how she did Zaya. You know, you really got to be careful with them type, man. So going forward, I really prefer a woman that has at least a job. And at least she ain't got to be rich, but she got a couple $100. She got $500, $600, $700. She can maneuver and she could do her own thing. Then I could work with her and try to move her up while I go up. Like, they don't got to be like, but if they just not doing nothing but talking about, I want a man that's going to come take care of me and all that, I wouldn't care if your body count was 0. You would have a chance at 0, but like, you got to realize guys like me got more done experience this, experience that. Like, if all you got is, cause for one, I'm going to think you lying. If a woman told me she a virgin, then I'm going to ask her, I'm going to vet her on what has she done? What has you done? Has anybody fingered you? How you did this? How you did? Because it all counts. And she'll have the same mentality as a chick that been penetrated by 10 men. If she been fingered by 10, she gonna have the same mentality. Dudes, all type of dudes done seen her butt naked. She gonna have the same mentality. Try it and see. See if I'm right or wrong. Let these chicks tell you, well, I only had one guy that ever really got in there. But you don't vet them, and they was getting AIDS, they was sucking dudes off, they was getting finger, all type of stuff. No. You gonna find out the hard way that she ain't different. She the same. They be for the streets too, because they'll start to crave. That once they start to resist you or resent you, they're gonna crave other men. When that resentment, that bitterness, that grudge start to sit in, they're gonna start to crave other men. And you still gonna be sitting there like a fool paying their bills. This is why, this is among the reasons why you want to make them contribute. You want to make them pay something. For one, it'll help you get your money built up quicker and more. That's one. But what I say, man, just do your single thing. Do your single thing. Now I want to talk about something on subject, off subject. So somebody asked me about the parks thing. Let me show y'all what I mean by their park. A park, you can't live in the park. If you live in the park, it's gonna be a problem. How you know it's a park if they just merely show you that they're for fun, therefore a change of pace, therefore going for a walk, exercise. If all they are is amusement, exercise, change of pace for fun, then that's what I call community property or a park. They're a park. Recreational use only. You go to the park for recreation. You go to the park to play basketball, to swim, to fish, that kind of stuff. You don't go, your goal should not be to live in the park. Your goal is to use the park as a change of pace, just to have something to do. If these women are just merely something to do and they not relationship material, then they a park. Then they recreational use only, because they not making you take them serious. If all you is a cat, and guys are wising up, because I told y'all about that video. That chick was fine, man. And dude dissed her, told her she like a man in the face, and she turned around and was twerking in his face. She said, that's all P.U. the meow. She said, fat at that. He said, that ain't nothing. That's all you got? And they was arguing. Guys waking up to that, man. He knew she was recreational use only. He said, that's all you got. He said it twice, I think. He said, that's all you got? That's all you got. She said, this ain't nothing but fat pee at that. So that's when they're parked, y'all. I told the person, I'll explain it. Your goal as a woman should be not to be a park, especially when you young. When you young, go establish yourself so you have something to offer to a man. More than just sex. That's what you here for. Unless you don't believe in God, then you still here for that, but you just don't believe it. So think about what I'm saying, y'all. Think about what I'm saying, man. I asked the question, would I deal with somebody that's broke, a woman that's broke? And I said, it depends on her ambition, it depends on her level of submissiveness, it depends on if she can get me to take her serious and to see that she has something to offer. Because I'm not finna deal with no woman that ain't increasing. as the years go by, they should be in the gym. They should be have some money somewhere. And they should be fun to be around. Now, I'm not finna argue with you. What I look like, now you gonna have disagreements with women, they're emotional. But what I look like, just dealing with somebody that I don't know where they at or what they doing in a relationship. That's a park. That's a park. Like, we got plenty parks in Milwaukee. I don't know who there or what they doing. I don't care. Because when they're at park, who cares? But when you're in a relationship with them, you're supposed to know where they at. You're supposed to go through their phone. You're supposed to know how they interactions with other people. Because they have been brought age to you or some stuff. You know? But we got videos to come today. It ain't going to be like we ain't going to go crazy. But we got some things to talk about. So just stay tuned.